I want to talk about something that's very important. And I want to talk about your gut microbiome. Now, some of you are new to the gut microbiome. You may not know anything about it, but we're talking about gut health. And so, one of my dear friends and someone who has mentored me on the gut microbiome has done so much when it comes to the gut. And I really believe that in a very, I'm going to say within 10, 20 years, maybe, this woman should win a Nobel Peace Prize because of her work and the efficacy that she has done when it comes to the gut microbiome. I'm privileged to call her my friend. Her name is Dr. Sabine Hazan. She's done over 300 clinical trials. And most recently, she came out with a video that was put out there in the cyber world. And in a very short period of time, over 1 million people saw it, 10,000 people shared it, boom, and it was shut down. It was shut down. Now, please understand, this is someone who is on the highest level when you're talking about clinical trials. She's sharing truth. And she just happened to be talking about the Fauci ouchie, if you know what I mean. Now, before I share the video with you, I just want you to understand the importance of the gut microbiome. Your gut microbiome begins in your throat all the way to your anus. So we're talking about your intestinal tract. We're talking about something that is considered the second brain, which I believe one day will become the first brain. We're talking about mental health because over 90% of serotonin is produced in the gut microbiome, not the brain, in your gut. 50% of dopamine is produced in your gut microbiome. 70% of our immune system is your gut microbiome. The amount of calories that are burned, absorbed, etc., are dictated largely by your gut microbiome. And if you are aware of this hormone called insulin, the gut microbiome is the primary driver of how much insulin is secreted. That says a lot. Now, if you're not aware of insulin and hyperinsulinemia, we're talking about when you have high levels of it, we're talking about migraines, blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, dementia, fatty liver, PCOS, and the list goes on and on. Unfortunately, most doctors aren't checking and testing you for your insulin. They are testing you for your fasting glucose. And life is short, my friends. It really is. You want to maximize the quality of your life. And it's important to know what I'm sharing with you. So I'm going to share this video with you with Dr. Sabine that was taken off social media that everybody should be aware of. Now, in the context of this video, she talks about a part of your microbiome that touches on bifidobacteria. That's a family of bacteria that lives in your gut microbiome. And the more of that you have, the stronger your immune system is. So it's a significant marker that in 5, 10 years, people will go back and look at this video and go, wow, Robert was talking about that 5, 10 years ago. Your bifidobacteria is crucial. The more of it you have, the stronger your immune system. So kids who are born, they have an abundance of bifidobacteria. That's one of the reasons why the Fauci ouchie, I'm talking about the shot, it was no problem. Kids were walking around, even the ones that end up getting, the challenge. I'm trying not to say the word because I don't want this video to be taken down. They had no problem. The older people had lower levels of bifidobacteria. So you want to have high levels of bifidobacteria. Now, I am promoting our 8-week fat loss challenge, which we're going to spend a full week in the 8-week challenge talking about the gut microbiome. That's one of the new changes. So if you haven't signed up, sign up. If you have friends, sign up. If you have a whole bunch of friends, then reach out to us. Send me an email at robert@dietfreelife.com and become an affiliate. Then you could actually make a few dollars just by introducing what we're doing with our challenge to other people. So if you want to introduce it to other people, then email me and then I'll give you the link so you can become an affiliate and then you can start sharing it. And the more people you can get in, hey, I'm happy about it. I'm not happy just about you making money. I'm happy that we can help more people. And money, if you're making money, that's nice, right? So if you had 10 people that you recommended, then we send you a check for $400. That's not bad. So you're helping people get healthier, you're helping people to becoming more informed, and you're making money. So email me or my assistant Lori. So Lori is Lori at dietfreelife.com. Okay. Otherwise, just sign up for the challenge and you can reach out to me and I'll help you out. So I want to get into this video and I want to get into it in a good way. Okay. So let's watch a little bit and then I'm going to explain as we go. I'm going to stop it because I want you guys to watch this. This is a very, 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 very important video. Very powerful. Okay, let's do this the right way. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, so you can see the video. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to watch it from the beginning. So this is Dr. Sabine Hazan. So I'm going to let it play a little bit and then I'm going to stop, bring clarity to what she's talking about. Then I'm going to let it play, bring clarity. You want to know this. If you care at all about your health, you want to understand what bifidobacteria is. We all want to know what this is. Your gut microbiome is critical to overall health. Watch this. Now we're talking about the Fauci ouchie, but this pertains to everything that has to do with health. Okay? So let's watch a little bit and then I'll stop it. Okay, let's go. Let's rock and roll. Okay, where is my sound? Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. I don't know why I'm having this problem. This is very important to watch. Okay, so she's talking, but we can't hear her. Okay, and I tested this before we got started. So let's try this again. Okay, we're going to figure this out. Don't give up on me, you guys. Okay, I just heard her talking. Gee, what is going on? This is very important to share with you guys. Okay. Why are we not having a hard time? Why am I having a hard time with this? Okay. Okay. I don't know why this is happening, but we're going to figure it out. Stay with me. Don't give up. The joys of going live. I agree. Okay.
Doctors that basically were
There
getting
we go. I think we
vaccinated.
figured it out.
I said, well, you know what? Since the agenda is the vaccine, well, let's look at what the vaccine's doing in the microbiome. And that's at the same time as they started rolling these vaccines, I started enrolling doctors that basically were getting vaccinated. And I'm like, can I get your stools before and after you get vaccinated?
Okay, you guys, just so you know. So what happened is she discovered a marker when it comes to bifidobacteria. And bifidobacteria plays a huge role in the strength of our immune system. And so what Dr. Sabine was doing was she wanted to get some people that she could have come in, test their gut microbiome, see where their bifida was, and then if they got vaccinated, have them come back after being vaccinated and test their bifida again. Now remember, the higher the bifida, the stronger the immune system. The lower the bifida, the worse off you are, the more compromised you are. Okay, so she got these doctors to be willing to like do part of her study, her test. Okay, so let's check it out.
And sure enough, people would come to me and they're like, "Hey, I heard you're testing the microbiome. I want to have my baseline because just in case I change, I want to know what microbes I had before." So I'm like, "Yeah, happy to do it." So, this study, that was again something I undertook myself and paid for myself. By the way, we applied for grants and all that, waste of time, waste of money. So I basically just dumped my money into this trial. So the first 4 patients I started noticing a month later, the bifidobacteria, this important microbe, is dropping in patients pre and post vaccination. So then I started like asking myself, wait a minute, what's going on here? I mean, is it creating a bifidophage? Because this is precision medicine. This is forensics of the gut, right?
Okay, let me just stress. I want to stress this. If your bifidobacteria is dropping, that's not good. It's not good. You're compromised. Your health is on the line. It is not good. So she's talking about it and she's got great energy, which I love. I love Sabine. She's amazing. But you don't want your bifida to drop. Now she's going to talk about how she compromised her own bifida and how she brought it back up. But you don't want it to drop. When it drops, you are vulnerable for a whole bunch of problems. Okay? So keep that in mind.
You've got your microbiome this way before and you've got it after, and it's the same patient, and only a certain group of microbes are getting killed. You got to pay attention. So then, 10, 20, 30, 34 patients later, we're seeing this, killing of the bifidobacteria. And so I wasn't going to, first of all, there's no way I was going to publish this because nobody would have taken that. So I decided to submit it to the American College of Gastro as a presentation, as a poster. It got accepted at the American College of Gastro as a poster, and then it won the Best Research Award as a poster. So all my colleagues called me and said, "Hey, I saw your data. That's incredible. How do you think this is happening? The vaccine's supposed to be, improving your immunity. And we all know bifidobacteria is a huge part of immunity. How do you think it's happening?" So then I said, "I think it's creating a bacteriophage or bifidophage." And what we noticed is in 4 patients that we followed, which were amazing shape, we followed them for 90 days, and then next thing you know, their bifidobacteria dropped.
Okay. This is really important, you guys. It's mind blowing. I mean, to me, once you're informed of what I'm attempting to share here, you want everybody in your family to know this. I wouldn't want anyone in my family to get the Fauci ouchie, any kind of booster at all. This is critical. Like it should be on every news station everywhere. Like it's everybody should know this. Now keep in mind, when this little clip I'm sharing with you got posted, millions of people saw it, and then thousands of people shared it, and then it got pulled down. Think about that. And I've known about this for over a year. I mean, Dr. Sabine shared this with me a long time ago when she was doing it. And I'm aware of a whole bunch of other studies that she's done. And I make this available to all of my clients that I work with. And I'm going to share a lot of this in our 8-week Fat Life Challenge. And I want to, and that's why I'm doing this video right now, because everyone should be aware of the importance of the gut microbiome. There's a whole bunch of diets out there that are creating disruption with the gut, and it's creating a whole bunch of problems. Listen to me, please listen to me. You want to understand the gut microbiome and you want to get your kids as healthy as possible. That does not mean you take probiotics and jump into all these supplements that are being sold everywhere. Learn how to eat real food. Real food. I didn't say supplements. Real food, not supplements. You got a lot of people selling lies, and it's downright ridiculous because they're making money, so they're going to keep selling it. And I've had people unfriend me because they make money selling lies. You want to eat real food and get yourself as healthy as possible. Lord, help me help people. I mean, I wake up and I go, the first thing I do is like, God, thank you. I'm awake. Lord, help me. Thank you for being in my life. Number two, Lord, help me help people. Man, this woman is talking about something that is deep. This is deep. Hippocrates, over 2,000 years ago, said, let thy food be thy medicine and thy medicine be thy food. He also said, all disease begins in the gut. How did he know that? And here we are in modern day, and we're looking at the gut microbiome. Unbelievable. Okay, let's get back to Dr. Sabine. Okay, come on, Sabine, break it down.
To like zero, from like a million to like zero. So it kept persisting. So there was a persistence in the damage, and not only 90 days, but 6 months, 9 months later. So that was the thing that started making me panic. And then as we were looking at the microbiome of newborns, to mothers who were breastfeeding, we started noticing that there's no bifidobacteria in those newborns. So we asked ourselves, well, I mean, because newborns are supposed to have a ton of bifidobacteria, right? 90% of the microbiome of babies is bifidobacteria. So we said, well, how come these babies born to moms that are breastfeeding that were vaccinated have zero bifidobacteria? Is the spike protein going to the breast milk, into the baby's gut, and killing whatever the baby's trying to build? And so because I was doing work on autism, and I noticed, one of the commonality and common findings of autistic children is that loss of bifidobacteria. I said to myself, maybe that's how it happens, right? Maybe you're killing off your bifidobacteria, and then 2 years down the road, your kid stops talking. So this whole, it was serendipity.
Okay, let me just pause for a second. They have done work in the gut where they will actually do transplants from one parent's gut microbiome, fecal matter, put it into a kid who's artistic, and you see a total improvement. Alopecia has been improved. We've seen it. Tourette's gone by transporting from someone who doesn't have Tourette's microbiome into someone else's microbiome. When it comes to cancer, when it comes to so many things, everything trust me on this. Everything is going back to the gut. Everything. Everything. If you want to be ahead of the game, listen to what I'm saying. I've been talking about this for a long time. This woman is sharing some stuff that is amazing, and she gets censored. Hear me on this. Jeez. It's mind-blowing. We got to get everybody to wake up. Wake the fuck up. Your gut health determines all of your health. I apologize to pause. I just how do I got to get people to understand, hear this. I mean, God bless. I have clients that I get to talk to on a weekly basis. I keep them up to date. I keep them informed. I share information with them. And you guys know who you are. The ones who aren't my clients, maybe you were a client at one point, you're not informed. So the best thing you can do is stick with the YouTube channel, catch me on Facebook, LinkedIn, do what you can to be informed, or get back and become a client because you're missing out on being informed. Lord, help us. I mean, watch what happens. Watch what I'm saying. Everything I'm saying, watch how it becomes more popular. I already know. I've already talked about so many things. I was talking about the food comments that the Biden administration is coming out with way before most people were talking, but way before they had it on Fox. I am ahead of all of this shit. I'm passionate about it. And I have some coaches that are real passionate. So they keep me informed and I keep them informed. It's a win-win. All right, come on, Sabine. Take it home, baby.
Serendipitous, really. I mean, this whole discovery, because, understanding what the microbiome looks like in Alzheimer's, in old people, in overweight patients, in Parkinson's, and, kids, healthy kids, kind of brought it all together for me. So I had a different vision than everybody else. I was looking at how to treat the virus, knowing something nobody knew. And that was really, it was kind of epic. But at the same time, I knew that, hey, they can't prove me wrong. And if they are going to prove me wrong, well, let's see why. But definitely this needs to be looked at, because the microbiome has such an importance in neurological problems, in cancer, so in Crohn's, in Lyme. So, we just published two posters that were presented at the same college where basically loss of bifidobacteria was noted in Crohn's patients and in Lyme patients. So bifidobacteria has a big role in disease, in my opinion, and so we have to pay attention to what's killing it.
So, I mean, your hypothesis right now is that it's the spike, whether the spike is coming from the virus or whether it's coming from the vaccine, that this is actually causing this. It's killing the bifidobacteria, which is creating a problem.
Correct.
And this is what you're hoping, some serious research is done around.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and we are doing something to try to prove that. So it's coming along. Obviously this is research and it's slow developing. Research is not fast. It's one thing proves another, and opens the door to another. I'll give you an example of research during this pandemic.
Okay. Okay. Before Sabine goes into sharing her research, if you work for Beachbody, if you work for Modere, if you promote any network marketing product, if you are not informed about what we're sharing right now, you are doing a disservice to anybody you recommend a product to. Hear me on that. If you're a personal trainer, if you're a registered dietitian, nutritionist, and you're out there talking your shit, and excuse my French, but I actually get pissed off about this, and you're not educating people about the gut microbiome, like real information, you are doing a disservice. If you're an advocate and you're just wanting to help and share your little information, I watch these personal trainers, look at me, they ain't done shit. I mean, I'm a former pro athlete and I've done really high level shit that they ain't ever going to be able to do. And they're out there, blah, 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 blah. It really pisses me off. And if I was face to face with them and we had a conversation and you could be in a room, you would see they don't know shit. And I get pissed off because I think of my mom. I think if I wasn't on this earth and someone was coaching or giving advice to my mom and it's some messed up bull crap, that pisses me off because I know it's happening to a whole bunch of other moms that aren't my mom. Those are the things that piss me off. So all these yay people think they know shit. Bring them to me. I will get on the phone with anybody. Anybody. I've been at this since 1995. I can't wait to get on the phone with whoever. Please put them in front of me. Please put them in touch with me. And I'm not saying that I know it all. Hey, I'm a guy on a journey. I want to know more. Maybe they're going to educate me. Maybe they will. I don't know. I really don't know. But what I can tell you is that I'm going to be real and I ain't afraid of nobody. I'm going to keep it fucking real, like real. So a lot of you guys are out there like looking for answers, looking for the truth. And if you are my client, you're getting the truth. I'm with you. We're buddying up. There's no games being played here. People who used to be my client, they're out there playing fucking games. Keep playing your games. But the ones who are real, they know what's real. I'm keeping it real. 100. And those who know me, they know I'm keeping it real. And it it bothers me that there's people who really want to be healthy and they're getting some shortcut answers and solutions to what is going to help them. And that's the part that it really does bother me. It really does. Like I lose sleep thinking about this kind of stuff. And anyone who knows me knows that that's me. I actually care. I really do. And I think the information that we share in the media and all these people who are just real quick to regurgitate bullshit lies, like when I was talking about that diet program called Optavia, whatever it's called, that is such a bull crap piece of crap program that is setting. I experienced it because I'm coaching people who did it. I got to bring them back. It's hell. Lord help us. Lord help us. I mean, the Bible says, Lord help us. Okay. The Bible is very clear, and it says that our people perish for a lack of knowledge. Our people perish. Quality of life is messed up. A whole bunch of things are messed up because of a lack of knowledge. Lord help us. I don't need to be the forefront guy. I really don't need to be the guy in. I really don't. I don't mind being the guy in front because I'm a warrior, but I don't need to be. There's science and there's realness that's being overlooked. You guys, I can help you, man. I have coaches that can help you, and we're real. Anyway, sorry. I apologize because I got it off. You want to hear the rest of Sabine, so let's get back to Sabine. So Sabine, come on, let's break it down, finish it up.
One of the things that I did myself was kill my bifidobacteria because I wanted to see, well, what increases the bifidobacteria, right? So I was the guinea pig. I was the guinea pig the whole pandemic. And, first to see, if I'm exposed to it, etc. And it basically, what I realized, one of the things, I was drinking a ton of kefir and my bifido is not increasing. I'm not really good at taking my vitamins, right? Because I'm stressed and I'm busy and I'm not a pill taker. But essentially, I kind of like let it die. And I started testing my kefir and I looked because we passed it through the machine and we noticed that the kefir.
Okay, let me stop. Okay. So Holly, yes, you're my client. I will fully 100% bring you up to date. I will share with you exactly which foods to eat, exactly which foods. So I'm privileged because Sabine is my friend and she's tested. She spent a lot of money, her own money, to find out which foods will help increase bifidobacteria. As my client, I will share that with you. Any of you guys who catch this, if you're my client, ask me when we have our coach call. If you're in the 8-week fat loss challenge, I'm going to have a whole week where I'm going to share this information also. So anyway, listen to the rest of what Sabine has to say. This is some good stuff. Good stuff. Come on, Sabine. Make it happen. Let's go, girl.
Kefir didn't have bifidobacteria in there, even though it says bifidobacteria. So I went to Whole Foods and Ralph. This is research because here I am, like I've just killed my bifido. I'm trying to boost it. Why isn't it increasing? So of course it opens a new research. And I went to Ralph's and Whole Foods, picked up all the products that said bifidobacteria in the back. And we took 23 products. One of them was a $27 tonic water that had bifidobacteria in there. So I said, well, this got to be bifido because $27. I mean, come on. Anyway, so we shook them. We took the sample. Only 3 of them
Actually
had
had
bifidobacteria.
Unbelievable.
So what and so you become an aware customer, right? So this is what research is all about. Research is about, why isn't this happening? Why isn't it? Let me figure out why this is not happening. And of course, my kefir didn't have bifidobacteria. How am I going to increase my bifido if it doesn't have bifido, right? So then I started doing my own stuff, like, the fermented foods and all the stuff that I know how to do. And basically, I'm happy to say I'm back to my normal bifidobacteria. But, this is what research is about. It's finding one thing and then opening up a new science, a new research to kind of discover. And so that was fascinating.
Okay. I mean, that was a lot of information. That was a lot of information. Now, for some people, and I get it, there's an educational gap. What she was talking about may sound very confusing, and we've been here for a good amount of time. Bifidobacteria is a part of the bacteria that lives in your gut. It's very important that that level of is very high compared to being low. And there are foods and things you can consume that will help increase your bifidobacteria, which puts you in a very healthier place. I'm not going to go into detail right now about it, but I definitely will share it in our challenge, and I will share it if you're a client of mine. But one thing I can say right now, for those of you who are wanting to be healthier and you want your gut health to be better, you want to eat a variety of foods, fruits, vegetables, proteins, a variety. Don't get caught up in eating the same shit all the time. I know you'll see people like food delivery, uh, personal training. Like people will say, "Hey, here's my food prep," and you'll see the same shit in their food. You'll see salmon, chicken breasts, brown rice, white rice, broccoli, asparagus, the same foods. That does not help your gut. It does not. So I'm sorry if your trainer or whoever you've been talking to got you doing that. It's unfortunate for you, but it's fortunate for you because you're catching this video. Quit listening to these wannabe personal trainers, nutritionists who are just talking crazy and they're sharing information that does not make any sense from a clinical standpoint. I can say that because I've done 2 evidence-based clinical trials. I can say that because I've proven my methodology out. I'm in a place of total respect and uh, expertise. I've been at this for a long time. I can say this. Not everybody can say this. The guy that's just training you down the street. I mean, I have close friends of mine that want to lose weight, want to be in better shape, and they got a little personal trainer giving them recommendations, and they're like, "Oh, okay, I'll do it." And it's like, it's saddening to watch them just. I'm not gonna call them stupid, but I can say ignorant. Ignorant means unaware. Obviously, some people that I know are just ignorant. They don't know any better, and they just kind of follow along and just do what everybody else is doing. And hey, I got this, and yeah, it's working out. Oh God. And it's like there's no science, there's nothing behind it except for they're just, oh, I'm just following along and just kind of going with the flow. Lord help us. We need to get away from that. And I hear you, for those of you who are saying, well, my doctor, isn't he evidence-based? No, he's not. No, he's not. He hasn't done, I know what I've done. There's no way. I don't know anyone who's done what I've done. And that's not ego. I don't know anyone. I mean, there's a lot of experts that I like on YouTube, and people share a lot of cool things, but they have not done what I have done. And then you have to ask the question, well, why hasn't big companies like a Aetna or Anthem or United Healthcare who makes billions of dollars. Why haven't they like endorsed or done work with these people they got 3-4 million followers on YouTube? I don't know. All I know is that they have not embraced them, and they're not going to embrace anyone that's going to compromise the integrity of what they're wanting to do, because they don't want to be sued. And so I've been able to navigate through all of that. And we have like 3 studies right now that are about to take place. Like 3. So I've had 2. Soon we're going to have 5, and we're going to be published. I mean, I'm overexcited about that. Now, I mean, that's about me, but let me share what's about you. Eat a variety of foods. Join our 8-week challenge. Get involved. You'll learn a lot in the 8-week challenge. Or reach out to us if you have questions. I can coach you. I have other coaches that can coach you. We have coaches all over the country. Anywhere in the world, we can coach you. At this very moment in time, I have clients in 17 countries. Australia, Italy, Brazil, the Philippines, Mexico. I'm personally coaching people in 17 countries. And then I have coaches that are coaching people in a whole bunch of countries. It doesn't matter where you are. We can help you learn how to maximize what we call food as medicine and food prescription. The prescription part is where we bring in the methodology. And then you're on your way. So, anyway. Okay, let me see here. Somebody made a comment. Wow, amazing. Thank you, Robert and Dr. Sabine. Oh, that's Linda. Thank you, Linda. Linda is a coach. Linda is the epitome of my work. Seriously, Linda. You are someone who you were stuck with your weight, and one of our other clients, Doug, said, "Hey, reach out to Robert," and you did. And I put you into a coaching group. And Linda has dropped about 80 pounds. She has gotten off statins, all kind of medications. She's become insulin sensitive, not resistant. She's not 25, if you know what I'm saying. Linda, you are really the epitome of my work. If I died tomorrow, God forbid, I don't want to die tomorrow, but if I did, you are one of the examples of why I do what I do. There's so many people in the struggle, and Linda is someone who took it on at the recommendation of Dan, who's also my client. And Dan's down about 50 pounds. And I'm still coaching Dan. I'm still coaching Linda. And Linda has now become a coach, which is amazing. And I'm so excited and proud to see what's going to happen with Linda. But if you ask me why I do what I do, I would say, it's really people like Linda is why I do what I do. Because when they take hold of what I'm talking about and they put it to practice, it excites me more than anything. I mean, there's so many celebrities that call me and want me to work with them. And I say no, probably 90% of the time. I don't give 2 fucking cents about a celebrity. I really don't. And trust me, there's a whole bunch of them that want to work with me. They want me to fly with them, go here, go there. No, I'm way past that. You know, when you hit 50 years old, it's like, come on, man. I don't have time for that. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in real shit. And when I say real stuff, I'm talking about working with the average, everyday person. That's what I'm about. So if you get to know me, you'll go, wow, Robert's real. I mean, I pass up a lot of money. And I would like that money, but I pass up a lot of it because I'm not going to compromise what is important to me. I'm excited about real shit. You know what I mean? Like real life stuff. That's what draws me to someone like Sabine. She's real. I know how much money she's been offered for her business. And I know that she turned it down. And why did she turn it down? Because she's not going to compromise the integrity of who she is. I mean, a lot of money. So, your bifidobacteria, you guys, is very, very, very important. So, I'll be sharing more in the challenge, and I'll be also sharing with my clients. Bring it up to me because I may forget because I get excited about other things. So if I'm coaching you to say, hey, Robert, what the whole bifida thing, like what foods actually increase bifidobacteria? And it's not always, if you listen to Sabine, it's not what you see on the packages. She tested, she spent over $50,000 of her own money and tested products that said it had a whole bunch of bifidobacteria in it, and it didn't go. And I know some of you are like, how can the government? I'm not going to beat up the government right now. She tested it. We know what foods increase your bifida. So any of my clients who catch this video, make sure you ask me about bifida if it's of an interest to you. And for those of you who aren't my client, maybe join the challenge and you'll learn more about it. Okay. Let me see. What am I missing here? Someone says I will be 62 in a few weeks. Okay, that's Linda. Great job, Linda. Holly is my client. I love you, Holly. You are great people. So her goal is to be like Linda, and guess what? You are on track to do that. I'm very excited for you. So that will happen. So don't even worry about it. We're on pace. As I was talking to some of my clients, one of my clients, Carmen, if you catch this video, I want to say I am so proud of you. I am very proud of you. Stay the course. Remember those words. Stay the course. And everything will work out. The same as it did with Mary and my other client, Mary. Stay the course. Everything works out, you guys. This is not a lie. This is not a fad. This is not a trend. This is real. Okay. All right. Any questions before I say goodbye for the evening? And for those of you who catch the replay, post any questions you have in the comments. I go back and I always check. Please share if you can. And if you have not been to our YouTube channel, go there and make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that button so that whenever we upload anything new, you are informed. Any questions before we say bye? Actually, I'm going to go to the hot tub. It's a hot tub night. Yeah. If you know me, I like the hot tub. Hot tub sets me up and I sleep so much better when I get a hot tub. I need a hot tub moment. Okay. Anyway. All right. So I'm going to say goodbye, you guys. So thank you. Great video. Thank you, Dr. Sabine, for the hard work and the energy you put into doing your work. I know it's not, it's way more stress for this lady than it is anything other than that. She works her butt off from early in the morning. She ain't making millions and millions of dollars. She's been offered millions, billions of dollars, but this woman is not making millions and millions of dollars. She is in love with wanting to make a difference. And she is making a difference. And so I'm working on figuring out a way to help her business by us contributing to help her business. And so I'll be sharing more information about that as we move forward. But I get it because we're the same. I do what I do, not for money, but before the love of it. I don't know. I make a lot of money, if you call it money, based on how it helps me feel good. Right. So when Holly does well, or Linda does well, or whatever client does well, that's my benefit. Trust me, I have clients that pay me $50 a month, and I have clients that pay me $1,200 a month. It's the same. I benefit the exact same across the board. I really do. I just want to be of value to people and to help people maximize their quality of life and get to where they want to be with their health and not feel like they're on the diet. Anyway, okay, I'm done. I've talked enough. So thank you. I was way longer than I wanted to be. I apologize for that. And for those who don't really give a shit, we're good. Other than that, make sure you like and subscribe. Go to our YouTube channel, Diet Free Life, Robert Ferguson. Look us up, connect with us. And until the next one, be safe and be well. Peace.